mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a tango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Murray off play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry for James Conner. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, a run with Conner. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On 1st and 10 is Conner. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play fake. Murray. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes a starch right out of them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Murray. Now he's got it. Touchdown. James Conner from 8 yards out. And the Cards are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here. Really going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
bring a receiver in motion right. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In motion right is Robinson. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion right is Robinson. On 2nd and 9, Jackson finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
In motion right is Robinson. Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. In motion right is Robinson. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. In motion right is Robinson. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the little reset and try something different.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have cut the lead back down to 2.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Murray to air it out again. It's complete to Hopkins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. They'll run here with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No. Hey, come on.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. In motion right is Robinson. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. A solid stiff arm. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, it's Edwards. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. In motion right is Robinson. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
In motion right is Robinson. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner, because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big, and he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. In motion right is Robinson. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. In motion right is Robinson. Now it's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
In motion right is Robinson. 4th down, here's Jackson. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. In motion right is Robinson. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll bring a tight end in motion. On second and goal, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
He's got Green. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play through. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on third down. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this will be swung out here for Counter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Counter. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cardinals.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. They are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. In motion right is Robinson. On 2nd and 7, Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. In motion right is Robinson. On third down, Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. In motion right is Robinson. They go play action now. Jackson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Play action. It's Jackson.
Come on, big boys.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Jackson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. In motion right is Robinson. Throwing, Jackson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate that feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
In motion right is Robinson. Here's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Now Jackson.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Green brings it in.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Murray to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Connor up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw, Murray. And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line.
Adafe Owe from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake.
I'm the best, did you know? And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's go. I'm the best, did you know? And I gang on my own. Get my way up, get up, go. If I touch it, then it's go. For the park and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the stairs. I ain't taking no from my ain't heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time you lead a do it, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, is you the best, is you go. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, is you the best, is you go. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name up who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K, let it come see it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. In motion right is Robinson. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. In motion right is Robinson. On the handoff, Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They run once more with Edwards. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. In motion right is Robinson. From the 22, Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown!
Gus Edwards.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Uses the stiff arm. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. One rushing, one receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He's got the first down and more. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Allen off the play fake. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Allen again. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. In motion right is Robinson. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. In motion right is Robinson. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a handoff, Edwards.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Justin Tucker to kick off the Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
On 2nd and 10, Allen looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Duvernay now going to bring it out. The lane opens here. He's
Right.
past the 30. The
I'll make up for
40.
that.
Devin Duvernay.
Good job, Duvernay.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. McKenzie now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Throwing on first down is Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen, well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over here.
Now it's
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for